Dear secondary students, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to a new lesson of English which is entitled Conservation. Lesson 6, Model Test. Part 1, Vocabulary. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, and D. Number 1, the scientists are going on a long, difficult journey to study wildlife in the Arctic. This type of journey is called a or an space biodiversity. Extinction, expedition, species, biodiversity. The answer will be expedition. Number 2, the walk across the desert was very difficult, but we enjoyed it. Which of the following adjectives best describes this walk? Unique, native, voluntary, challenging. The answer will be challenging. Number 3, this forest is very good for its variety of animals and plants living in it. We must protect this. Scholarship, expedition, species, biodiversity. The answer will be biodiversity. Number 4, the native space who lived in the country made this art. Volunteers, monitors, inhabitants, creatures. The answer will be inhabitants. Number 5, what space of animal is that? I don't recognize it. Scholarship, expedition, species, biodiversity. The answer will be species. Number 6, why don't you put the fruit in water and sugar to help space it? Preserve, pay, monitor, arise. The answer will be preserve. Number 7, he refused to work with us, space. We replaced him with a new member. Consequently, however, as a result, A and C. The answer will be A and C. We can say consequently, and also we can say as a result. Number 8, when my grandfather was young, he, space, a footballer. Used to be, would be, was been, was being. The answer will be used to be. Number 9, when she was young, she, space, to like going to bed early. Didn't to use, isn't used, doesn't use, used. The answer will be used. Number 10, my sister likes going to bed early now. When she was little, she, space, go to bed late. Was using to, no longer, used to, was used to. The answer will be used to. Number 11, delicious meals, space, in that place. Served, used to serve, used to be served, were used to serving. The answer will be used to be served because it is in the passive state. Number 12, Ruqayya and Lean are of the same space, tall, height, taller, taller than. The answer will be height. Number 13, Mr. Muhammad likes watching violent films. He, space, violent films. Gets used to watching, is used to watching, doesn't use to watch, used to watch. The answer will be is used to watching because it's something still in the present. Number 14, Malak used to wear glasses, but now she space. Didn't, isn't, doesn't, does. The answer will be doesn't. Number 15, he space smokes. Anymore, any longer, no longer, doesn't use. The answer will be no longer. Number 16, Aya is 60 kilograms. Layla is 59 kilograms. Rudaina is 25 kilograms. Rudaina is space Aya and Layla. Far slighter than, almost as heavy as, slightly heavier than, the same. The answer will be far slighter than. Now let's move to part B, reading and critical thinking. Read the following passage, then answer the questions. No matter how much we strive to make our domestic environment as safe as possible, accidents at home can still happen, even in the most conscientious of households. When it comes to the health of our families, especially for those with young children, it makes sense to know exactly what to do if these common scenarios do occur. An example of the most common accidents that can happen in the home is falling objects. When children start to move around on their own, there is an increased danger of them pulling objects down on top of themselves. Being conscious of your kids' health means making sure any trailing electrical leads, tablecloth edges, and dish towels are out of reach in order to help prevent accidents from happening. Another example is trips and falls. A fall can affect people of all ages, but they are most common among the very young and the very old. Often falling over as a child will only hurt their pride, and a few soothing words is all that's needed. However, if the person who has fallen subsequently becomes drowsy, vomits, or loses consciousness, it's important to seek medical advice. Now let's answer the questions. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Number 1, the word drowsy is the opposite of the word fainting, alert, intelligent, sleepy. The answer will be alert. Number 2, what is the main idea of the last paragraph? A, what is done when a person falls? B, what is done when a person goes on a trip? C, trips and falls are examples of home accidents. D, the danger of falling and how to react to it. The answer will be D. Number 3, the verb comes in the first paragraph can be replaced by arrives, appears, relates, goes. The answer will be relates. Now answer the following questions. Number 1, can you name other examples of dangerous accidents that may occur at home? Mention at least 2. Fire is one of the accidents that can occur at home. Also spill boiling water. Number 2, what is the main idea of the first paragraph? Accidents can happen to everyone. Number 3, do you think children have or cause accidents on purpose? No, I don't think so. Number 4, why is it important to seek medical advice when a fallen person becomes drowsy, vomits, or loses consciousness? because time is significant in some cases like bleeding. Now, part 3, writing. Translate into Arabic. To protect people from the danger of floods, we can build flood barriers to help stop flooding. We can use cars with solar panels to reduce pollution. The answer will be: لكي نحمي الناس من أخطار الفيضان، يمكن بناء حواجز لتساعد في توقف الفيضان، كما يمكن استخدام السيارات التي تعمل بالطاقة الشمسية. Now, translate into English. من المؤكد أن الأرض تنتج من الغذاء ما يكفي لإطعام جميع الناس، لكن المشكلة ناتجة عن التوزيع غير العادل للمواد الغذائية على سكان الأرض. Let's translate it to English. It is certain that the earth produces enough food to feed all people, but the problem is caused by the unfair distribution of foodstuffs among the inhabitants of the earth. Now, question number 4. Write an essay of about 180 words on all young people should volunteer in their holidays. Do you still remember the smile from the first person you had helped? If you remember that smile, you remember the happiness of offering help until now. Volunteering service can teach us how to be appreciative. After working with people of all ages and backgrounds, we may realize how lucky we are. There are many fields of volunteering, like hospitals, schools, and clubs. Volunteering can be a great experience. I get to meet people experience different adventures, and it gives me a good feeling to be able to help and be a valuable member of the community. I can also say that volunteering breaks the monotony of an otherwise dull week. Thus, it helps preserve my sanity. We can help our community on holidays and make a difference in our local area. From helping with a community-based recycling scheme to providing support over local health issues. There are many ways to help. Many local projects also offer commitment-free options for people with limited time. For example, if you have a free day one weekend, you can go to a footpath clearance project and spend a few hours helping out. No pre-existing skills or training are required, and everyone can help. Young people can do many things like cleaning and decorating their streets. Also, they can do many funny and exciting activities that help children. Now we have come to the end of this lesson. Thank you and see you later in the next lesson.